in Albany and Emu Point to replace the engine. With time on our hands waiting for engine delivery, we explored the area, including a drive out to Denmark. Denmark River flows beside Denmark and out into Wilson Inlet. After an early start, it was into Raven's Coffee. With a veranda, the third crew member could join us. A beautiful riverside park opposite. The highway bridge into Denmark. The Heritage Trail Bridge. An old railway bridge and track transformed. Part of the Bibbulmun track from Kalamunda near Perth to Albany, 1,000 km long for the very fit. From the bridge, looking out to Wilson Inlet. Seven swans are swimming. The inlet is not navigable from the ocean. Southern Ocean, so wetsuits prevail. Back in Albany, we wandered around the local area. A long grain train going into the harbour. A replica of the brig Amity. The Amity carried the first group of soldiers and convicts to Western Australia. This established the first WA settlement at Albany in 1826. At our second home berth in the marina. We drove to Emu Point to organise lifting out and to look for somewhere to stay while working on the boat. The lifting yard. We organised a cabin at Emu Beach Chalets, a short walk to a beautiful beach. The fish cleaning hut by the boat ramp attracted the well-fed pelicans. A nice walk and cycle track from Middleton Beach to the harbour. Looking back to Emu Point. Mark McRae runs Southern Ocean sailing with a yacht that was beside us in the marina. He very kindly offered to push us over to Emu Point Marina with his outboard dinghy. While waiting for the lift out, we moved into our new home for the next month. Can't I chase those bush animals? Back to breakfast in bedtimes? Finally out at last. Now the work begins. A shady spot in the hire car. First, all the gear in the rear of the boat had to be moved forward, to midships. The hot water tank moved outside. Old Saildrive propped for support, prior to being disconnected from the engine. Engine disconnected from Saildrive and slid into the galley space. Saildrive ready for extraction. A complicated structure to lift, then slide the engine out into the cockpit. Shackles sliding on galvanized pipes supported by ropes and a G-clamp. And into the cockpit. Next comes the yard crane. To lift the engine out of the cockpit and onto the ground. Then the Saildrive, it had to be tilted back towards the stern of the boat to get the propeller housing and shaft out through the hull opening. Then slid forward to the galley. Then a massive cleanup and repaint of the engine mounts and all the rear of the boat. Ready for installation. The new Saildrive, lifted by the mizzen halyard with a guy rope out to another boat, to keep it away from free ascent. Installation the reverse of extraction, sliding back behind the Saildrive hull. Then slid forward and down into the mounting hole. Next the new engine, crane lifted into the cockpit. Lifted and slid into the cabin, then slid forward and down into the mounting hole. Then slid as far back as possible into the engine space before being lowered down. Spanish windlass to lift the rear and drag the engine closer. Then come along winch and chain. Spanish windlass for crosswise positioning. Then final mating with a bit of twisting the Saildrive spline using the propeller outside. From Sue's blog. The tricky part that took hours was then to lift the rear of the engine to align with the Saildrive inserting into a matching spline hole in the engine flywheel. A complicated procedure for one person, using bolts on the cockpit floor as anchor points for the rear. He had 3 guiding studs engaged, but the spline shaft wouldn't slip into the engine slot. Moving the engine front pulley didn't work as the Saildrive gearbox offered no resistance to rotation. He had to slip the old propeller onto the Saildrive using it to rotate the spline shaft, with final success. Then tightened up with the come along. Happily installed with all plumbing and electrics. Then with fresh anti-fouling paint, it was back into the water. in-water motor test, then back to the Albany marina to recuperate. We still had the hire car, so a tourist day out to the forest of giant tingle trees. An early start, so coffee and breakfast in Denmark at the usual. Then some coastal tourism. Green's Pool. Elephant Rocks. Look closely. Waterfall Beach. The Forest of Giants and the Airwalk, 50 meters and more above the ground below. We returned to Albany and an unusual seabird gathering. Then final preparations to leave Albany and continue east. Next, we sail to Esperance and do a few more equipment upgrades on the boat to prepare for crossing the Bight to Ceduna.